This is a little presentation on nouns and articles again, and today we're going to talk just about indefinite articles. The word indefinite means it's not a definite thing, unlike the word for the, which would be le, la, l'apostrophe, or les. An indefinite article will mean a or an, and the plural indefinite article in English will mean some. Now in English, some is often omitted, but the plural indefinite article cannot be omitted in French. We need to keep it. So let's look at an example of a masculine noun with the indefinite article. The indefinite article, the word for a or an for a singular masculine word is un instrument, which means an instrument. How do we know what this word is going to be for something that is an object and not a person? When we learn the word for whatever the object is or the place is, we have to remember the little word that goes with it, un instrument. If we were to make this plural, we learned before that we put an S at the end of most words to make them plural. This article, though, is going to become a different word. We're not just going to add an S to it. Let's look at what happens when we make un instrument plural. It becomes des instruments, some instruments. If we have a feminine word, the singular word for a or an is going to be slightly different. Une. You can hear the difference in how they're pronounced. Une. So here we have une table. Again, when we learned the word table, we had to learn the word une that went with it. Now, if we make une table, plural, we're going to add an S to the end of table, and the word une in the plural will also become des tables. Let's try another couple of examples here. Il y a un ordinateur ici, which means there's a computer here. So to make this plural, if you look at this in English, we could say there are computers here, and we can totally get rid of the word for some, but we can't do that in French. So practicing using un instrument and changing it to des instruments, let's look at what we'll get for il y a un ordinateur ici. We get il y a des ordinateurs ici. I'm pronouncing this S slightly because of this vowel. I'm making the liaison. And notice in our translation, there are some computers here, or in English we can say that there are computers here. Let's do one more example to wrap this up. Let's take a feminine word. Il y a une université ici. Making it plural, we get il y a des universités ici. That's it. So to say a or an in English and then some in English, we transcribe them into French as un or une, both of which can mean a or an. What depends on that is the vowel, but the actual gender is what's going to tell us what the word is going to be here, un or une. We're going to spell the word the same whether or not the word starts with a vowel. And that's it for our indefinite articles.